Hey guys, welcome back to Mythcast. I'm the storyteller, and today we're gonna be talking about One Piece, the live action. Sadly, the keeper is not with me today. I know it's only episode 2 of season 2, but buddy old pal is sick again. It's fine. He'll be back soon. Hopefully, keep him in your mind. Keep him prayers up for him. But honestly, I just want to talk about all the new stuff for season 2 because honestly, man, it's crazy. See, I started watching One Piece season 2 with the Keeper, and as we were watching, man, it was so good. Honestly, I'm really excited for Ace to get here because he's my favorite character in One Piece. As you guys know, people who've been here long enough to know that I've already talked about that. It's just insane to me that the live action is this good, you know? And not only that, that we've seen characters here that weren't there originally, because Brooke is there, and damn, I'm forgetting his name. Starts with a B. He has green hair. Technically, in the manga and anime, he was there on Luffy's execution day, but it didn't show it the first time around. It showed it in flashbacks. So I'm really glad that he was here this time. Really sets up continuity a bit. I don't know how they're gonna do it because I don't think they're getting that far in the anime. I would hope so, but I doubt it, to be honest. If we do get, I mean, live action. If we do get that far, I'm pretty sure all the actors are gonna be very old. Um, it's just, I'm trying to think, how would that be? Because the actress who plays Nami, she's already 33, which not. And she's a very pretty woman. I'm not just saying like, oh, she's too old. That's messed up. But in like 10 years, oh damn, in like 10 years, she's gonna be what, 40 playing Nami, which is not a problem. But One Piece takes place in like what, 3 years total with the crew together, and not counting the time skip. Unless they change it, which I actually would love for them to change it so the characters are actually progressing, like the characters are aging with the actors. That would be where it's at, to be honest. But we were watching it, and um, damn. So I was watching the part where it was the laboon. There we go, the laboon scene. And as I was sitting there, he was singing to him, and he started doing the Joy Boy dance. And when I saw that, me and the keeper went like crazy because they were teasing Joy Boy or the Nika form so early, way earlier than they ever did before. So it's really shows the, what's the word I'm looking for, the foreshadowing because man, that's some crazy stuff. But let me know what you guys think of the One Piece season 2 so far. Yeah, because I really liked it. On another note, moving on a little bit from One Piece, to the live action remake of Scooby Doo. I know last time we were talking about how McKenna Grace got casted as Daphne, but not only that, we got the full Scooby gang, Mystery Incorporated, coming out straight from the heat. Honestly, it's all new actors, and I kind of like where they're going from with their casting choice because the first, let's go with start slow. Obviously, we know Daphne's McKenna Grace, and I don't have the keeper here to search it out for me, so I am sorry, I do not remember these people's names, but they're all new actors. They're all up and coming actors, and the kid they got to cast, what's his Shaggy. The kid they got to cast Shaggy, when I tell you looks like Shaggy, it's insane. I was looking at that. I'm like, damn, he looks like classic animated Shaggy. Not like he doesn't look like Matthew Lillard at all, but he looks a lot like he has like the big chin, the smaller eyes. That kind of sounds like a diss, but that is exactly how he looked. And I'm all here for it. He looked the part, and I'm very glad they got it. Um, the girl who's gonna play Velma, I seen her in a movie once. She's not like up and coming. She's been acting for a minute now, but I've seen her in a movie. And honestly, let me search up the name of these casts because, you know, it's only fair. Let me see. But I can see it. I can see it. Hold on one second. Scooby Doo cast. Not the Scooby Doo movie cast. No, no. Scooby Doo. My bad, guys. Scooby Doo cast. There we go. Okay, so we have obviously McKenna Grace as Daphne, Tanner Hagen as Shaggy Rogers, Abby Ryder Fortson. That's the girl I'm talking about. That's Velma. And I've seen her in some movies before. I don't know exactly where I've seen her from. Oh well, looks like the guy who plays the kid who's gonna play Shaggy is he was in the movie or show something called The Pit. If you guys have seen that, I don't know. The girl, she's the star of Are You There, God, and It's Me, Margaret. Never seen those movies. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then the kid they got to play Fred Jones. His name is Maxwell Jenkins, and it gives is the strong jaw, like brooding type, and I like it. It works. It works. He's known for Lost in Space, another project I have not seen, which sucks considering that's my whole thing. I might need to just catch up on all these series just to meet the cast a little better. But honestly, I don't care who they could have casted. I'm just excited for the series in and of itself. You know, I've always been a big Scooby Doo fan ever since I was little. I don't know, something about the mystery really, really brought me in. I'm I know it's crazy to say, but my first Scooby Doo introduction wasn't even those movies from the early 2000s that Matthew Lillard was in. I've seen those, of course, but my first introduction to live action Scooby Doo was these TV movies that came out with. Damn, I forgot the cast, but it was the origin of the gang, how they first met, and the second one was like it came out two movies, and the second one was Camp. No, it wasn't Camp. They worked at a place, and there was a curse they needed to save, and those were the movies that introduced me into Scooby Doo live action. I watched the cartoon, of course, but that was my version of them. Damn, the guy who played Fred. Wow, I feel like I'm blanking so much today. It's wow. But the guy who played Fred, he's in a lot of movies, a lot of TV movies. I don't know which ones right now. It's really damn man. I'm sorry guys. I normally I'm on point with this. Today I'm off. But yeah, those movies were so good. Search up if you guys want. You can search up live action Scooby Doo movies. Obviously, it's gonna show the two from the early 2000s, but the ones from the early 2010s, those are the ones I'm talking about. Those movies are really good. Like it's crazy. That's what else is going on this week? There's a lot of stuff coming out this week. Obviously we got the Scooby Doo casting. One Piece came out 2 weeks ago. I was just talking about that. How they show all the characters super early. I've really enjoyed every single one of those episodes. I watched it all. Yeah, it ended. I almost felt like we should have went to Alabasta. If the show was 13 episodes, and I think it was like 8 or 9. If it was like 13 episodes, I think that's a take I've seen somewhere, by the way. Honestly, we could have done all of Alabasta, and we could have saw Ace. Oh my goodness, I know we're probably most likely we're gonna see Ace first episode of the next season. I pray we do because man, I need to see Zolo as Ace. I love Cobra Kai, and him as Ace just makes so much sense. And I've called it. I called it ever since I saw the Cobra Kai One Piece collab in 2024. Or I don't know if it was really a collab. They came together and they wore Cobra Kai outfits, and Iñaki he had the One Piece version of a gi, and I was like, I called it from there. I'm like, yeah, he would play an amazing Ace. But not only that, we saw Sabo at the beginning of season 2, episode 1. What the hell? Sabo? I don't know what Sabo's doing there, unless they're planning on going to past Marineford. I mean, I get like Sabo was probably there, but the fact they're showing Sabo this early on, and it's crazy. I would love to. Hmm, I would love to see the brothers together, and they may show a flashback when we see Ace. We may see a flashback showing Ace and Luffy as kids, and since they've been doing it a lot, they might show Sabo in those flashbacks as a kid. Man, if they show Sabo with Ace and Luffy, like just that early on, it would make sense because then the characters it doesn't show them, it doesn't show us, or it's gonna show us. It's not gonna show the other characters, so it doesn't change the story, but it lets us know there's three of them. So when we eventually see Sabo, we think, damn, you know. Or eventually when we see Sabo or Ace die, we'll be like, damn, Luffy lost both his brothers. And then when he comes back, that's when it's gonna be like, wow, that's crazy. Honestly, all things said, I it sucks that Ace died, and I really don't like Sabo all that much. But I do know a lot of people really do like Sabo as a character. I almost felt like he was kind of a replacement Ace, but I mean he kind of was. But I'm not gonna get into that. But I do like his story. I like how they thought he died, and I'm not sure if Sabo was planned from the beginning because Ace does have the S on his arm, so maybe he was. Man, I'm so not caught up right now with the show. I'm not sure how any of that works. So don't take any of my words as like fact for One Piece specifically. Scooby Doo. Oh yeah, trust me with Scooby Doo. But Invincible came out. I haven't watched Invincible yet. I need to get to that. I think, we could do an episode on Invincible next week. Let me know, guys, if you want to watch an episode on Invincible. Because I need to watch it anyway, so that'll give me an excuse to watch it for you guys. And hey, hopefully the keeper's feeling way better by that point, and he can be in the episode for that one. Um, but yeah, so we are going to continue. What else came out this week? How could I forget? It's a picture of the guys right there. The Spider-Man trailer. Oh my goodness, guys, this damn Spider-Man trailer. Few theories off rip. Jean Grey is already there. Man Spider's gonna be there. Venom might be there. That I know I'm shooting them out real quick, but I'm gonna get to my explanations there. We see a character in the trailer. Excuse me. We see a character in the trailer. I'm not. Damn, I'm blanking out, but I do know that she has, this person is using some type of energy, and then it shows red style energy around after that. So obviously speaking, that's pretty much like a guarantee gonna be Sadie Sink's character. And at this point, we all know it's probably gonna be Jean Grey. Let's be so for real. That it's a high chance it's Jean, and it can set up the X-Men, which, like I was saying was the last episode or a few episodes ago when we first heard. Okay, I don't know how many episodes ago it was. It could have been last. It could have been the one before that. But how I kind of don't like how it is Jean Grey. Well, I mean, it's not confirmed yet, but let's be so for real, because it really messes up how they're gonna do the mutants. Because yes, we can have a new X-Men, sure, but then it cuts out a bunch of stories. Sure, we can have all the young X-Men stories, but I would much rather those be flashbacks and we have new X-Men stories. I'm not trying to go through the whole origins thing. Again, we already did that once with the Dark Phoenix movies, or First Class movies. Oh, man. But Spider-Man himself, he's starting to have organic webbing. That's the part that I'm like, wow, because it shows him in a web cocoon, and it shows him acting weird, like almost sick, and it shows him with like blackish red eyes, and then a photo dropped of like I think not a concept photo, it was a poster for the show, and it showed a black goo on his shoe. Here's the two theories I got for that. One was a theory that came up before I saw the black goo, and is the one I kind of still believe in the most. And then the other one is the symbiote, obviously with the black glue. I don't think they're gonna do the symbiote this movie. I actually kind of hope it is a symbiote, not thinking about it, because the other option, and sadly a little more highly likely, they might do Man Spider. And man, I hope they don't do Man Spider, because if we're following how it looks, It really looks like he's going into a cocoon. He's awaking, coming back with new powers, organic webbing, eyes turning black. Then what? Two extra arms? His starts getting fur, mandibles, and he becomes man spider? No, we're not doing all that. That would suck. Unless they find a way to cure it at the end of the movie, then I'll be okay. We chilling now. But if they don't, excuse me. Nah, I'm not doing that. I ain't messing with that. The movie looks beautiful though. If I don't know, if they don't do that far, the movie looks really, really good. And I think MJ's gonna get her memories back. Michelle Jones, because I never thought about this, but the spell that Doctor Strange put was for everybody to forget Peter Parker. Okay, nobody forgot Spider Man. So everybody who knew Peter Parker was Spider Man just knows they knew Spider Man. So you know what that means? She doesn't remember she dated Peter Parker, but she should know she dated Spider Man. And so if she knows she dated Spider Man, wouldn't she try to figure out who he is again? And boom, that's how we can have her looking for Peter. She finds him. She sees Spider Man. He takes his mask off. She sees him. And the memories start flooding back. Boom. MJ's back. Then we get Ned back. Then we got the people back. We chillin', we chillin', we chillin'. And I'm only saying that because actually I would prefer Gwen. But considering Tom and Zendaya are married, that's just that would be like obviously they're married now. She's in these movies. Might as well keep the girl, obviously. So give her memories back. Talking about friendly neighborhood. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, spectacular Spider-Man. Come on, people. She is the heir. She's trying to figure out who Spider-Man is because she dated the man and she doesn't remember who the hell he is. She's probably super confused because she dated. How do you date a superhero without knowing who they are? I know Black Cat did it, but come on, man. But Ned, it sucks. Ned probably thinks he grew up with 0 friends. Peter was his only friend, and now he forgot who Peter is. He probably was super lonely until he thinks he met MJ. But even then, he might think he was best friends with Spider-Man. And he's like, damn, I was best friends with Spider-Man and I never knew who he was? That's not right. No. That can't work out. He's still probably gonna think he has no friends at school, but he knows he was friends with Spider-Man. Come on. Another thing, I really hope Harry Osborn's in here, and I don't know how Peter's getting to college with everything about him being erased. I hope he figures it out. I know in the trailer it shows a GED, so that's how he got his GED. He doesn't have his diploma. But, that would really be cool. But so we're most likely getting Man Spider. Not vibing with that all that much. Unless we're just getting like another one of my theories, that he is turning into a mutant. Somehow he's no longer a mutate and he's now an official mutant. Maybe latent X gene, or like how Toby said when he was going through mental problems, his web stopped working because he had natural webs. What if the same thing's going for Peter, but instead of him losing his webs, he gains them and he gains more spider-like abilities? Who knows? Maybe just maybe. I don't know. That would be sick. Yeah, that Spider-Man being there would be really, really cool. What the hell am I talking about? Of course, Spider-Man's gonna be there. No web shooter Spider-Man would be really cool, like full natural webbing. And then it also shows him with a face shell for the first time in these movies, and honestly, finally, showing a tad bit of realism in these unrealistic superhero movies. I'm here for that. I always like my superhero movies to be pretty damn realistic if you think about it. No, I'm joking. I always like the wacky stuff. But it's like the Batman, how when he took his mask off, it showed the eye black. And we all know every single Batman actor always has eye black. It shows it. But it disappears when they take their mask off. Not with Robert Pattinson. He took his mask off and you saw the black eyes. We know Toby and Andrew had to have had face shells. But when they take their mask off, it's soft. Tom Holland's new movie, you can see the face shell on his head. And obviously when he jumps off the thing, it shows a camera angle of him inside the mask, and it shows that it's not skin tight. It shows the shell. And I'm pretty sure that scene where he pulls his mask down, he was pulling it down with the shell on, showing how good he's gotten. That's I don't know how many takes it took him to get that down perfectly. First try. There's probably a bit of CGI there, but honestly, that's still sick, you know? And it's like showing the creativity of it, you know? It's like, well, not the creativity, but I just really like it. I really do enjoy it. I have not seen Invincible yet. I know, but I will get there, guys. Don't worry. I'm not leaving y'all hanging. I will make an episode on Invincible. Me and the Keeper. But I'm trying to think what else happened this week that I'm trying to inform y'all about. What do I want to talk about? It's just me and you today, guys. The Keeper's not here. You know, it's just a little calm day. Bring it back to the old days. You know, all chill. I know the show's called Storyteller and Keeper. He's here. I'm talking about him. But hey, you know, it's a little calm day, just me and you. You know, I did start this place, so yeah, you know, I ain't leaving y'all. I don't care if I'm sick. No, I'm joking. Sounds like I'm dissing the Keeper. Nah, the Keeper's my best friend. Always will be. That's my bro right there, my brother. So, you know, love the man. But he is sick, so you know he's not here today. So it has to be me and you, which you know, I'm never complaining about. Never complaining about. But yeah, Spider-Man's gonna be really, really good. Scooby-Doo's gonna be really, really good. One Piece is really, really good. I recommend everybody after this episode pause and go watch the show if you haven't already. And no, I'm not telling you to pause it and leave. You're finishing this episode. You're already here. Might as well. You know, you're ready. What? 20 something minutes in? Come on, man. You can't leave me hanging. How rude. But I do recommend everybody go and watch One Piece. Everybody get a Netflix subscription because Scooby Doo's coming to Netflix, baby. Let's go. One thing I was really worried about with the Scooby Doo Netflix thing, that was really like, I was actually so worried. Netflix lost the deal to get Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers is the people who have Scooby Doo. Excuse me, bro. Paramount has the rights, but considering they just released the full cast for the show, that means at least it's still in production. At least, come on, man. Man, it's gonna be amazing. You know, I'm a grown man here talking about a kid's show, but is that really a problem? It's a grown up version of the show, and I don't care. I'll go back and watch Mystery Incorporated again and again and again. I don't care if I'm 20. I don't care if I'm 25. I don't care if I'm 30. I don't care if I'm 40. I don't care if I'm 80. If I want to watch a show that I like, I'm going to watch a show that I liked. Come on, people. Let's live it up. I'm trying to think. I don't want to leave you guys hanging right now. You know? I'm trying to just, you know, to have a nice little calm time. You know, honestly, I think we're gonna start doing lives. I want to talk to you guys. I know I have the Keeper with me, but if he's not here, I'd love to go live. Have you guys with me? Hmm. We have some crazy stuff. Oh yeah, I have some other stuff to tell you. We have some crazy stuff coming up for the Mythcast. Before I let y'all go, we have a brand new segment coming soon. I can't tell you what it is. The Keeper will tell you all about that when he gets back. But for now, I can't say nothing about it. But you know, I think that's everything for today. Obviously, you know, stay mythic, stay with us. Love you so much, guys. And I'll see you next week on the Mythcast. Let's go.